Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Film Box Podcast, a movie podcast where each week we reach onto our shelves and dive into the films we own on physical media, whether it's a beloved classic we've watched countless times or a hidden gem we're experiencing for the very first time. From VHS and DVD to Blu-ray and 4K, we revisit, rewatch, and re-examine films throughout history, good or bad. I'm your host, Aaryn Susan. I'm joined today by my good friend, Connor Jameson.
What's up?
And today is a very special episode, Connor, because we had a bit of a change of plans. And I told you to come onto this podcast without knowing what we're doing.
Correct.
So today, I have been, we've obviously turned the corner to a new year. It's 2026. This is our first episode of 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And all over my social media, I'm seeing people put out lists of their best movies of the year, their best movies of the decade, their best movies of the century. I've seen all of these lists go around. So I thought, you know what? I want to try something here. So I put together a list of my 26 best films of the 21st century.
Oh boy.
One for each year of the century. And I'm going to read it off and I'm going to have you blind react and we'll discuss about some of these movies live on the pod.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I have a complete list here. And then maybe at the end we can kind of put together, I don't know, maybe our collective favorite.
How about not
right.
fuck me?
Yeah,
How
right.
I can say.
I'm the host of this show and this is what I wanted to do. So we'll do that. That'll be a lot of fun. But before we do that, we got to talk about what we've been watching lately. So, Connor. Yep, that's Isaiah Falefa. Why don't you dive into what you've been watching lately?
Sure. So, last year, say it now.
Okay.
I rewatched The Philadelphia Story because, again, Jimmy Stewart had to. Still can't believe in that story she does not end up with Jimmy Stewart, even though they had tension that ripped through the screen. Alas, great movie. Then I watched Blue Moon, and whew,
yeah, that's one that's high on my list to get to.
Deeply tragic. We are currently potting during the Critics' Choice Awards, and we might hear Ethan Hawke's name.
We might.
You might. It's a stretch, but you might.
Mm-hmm.
Then I watched Sentimental Value, Paul Thomas Anderson's favorite film of the year. And you know what? One of my favorite films of the year. It was
excellent movie.
Incredible. Just hit so many emotional beats that resonate with me. Joachim Trier and me are just on the same heart length, I guess. That was the last movie I watched of 2025. And I don't know if we'll get with your list, but I am doing two concurrent challenges at once. The first is a 52-week, one for each week of the year, Criterion Challenge.
Yeah, are you doing the official one or are you just doing your own kind of deal?
I saw a list, and just copied it. And then I just took out anything I already saw, and I'm rolling with that.
Because there's an official Criterion Challenge list that is, let's see, by, I believe it's, oh God, who is it? By Ben on Letterboxd that has a category for each movie or each week. So week 1 is 20th anniversary releases, and it's links out to what the 20th anniversary releases are, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I can tell you that I do not have that list.
Okay.
Which I mean, granted, we sent each other our list, and we did not have matching lists, so
no.
Anywho, and then I'm also doing the one that you sent me, which was the Cinema 75 Hard, a movie a day for 75 days, and a bunch of rules in there. So started that off with The Virgin Spring to Criterion.
Nice.
That's another like pretty depressing movie, I would say. It's the
Yep.
it's the inspiration for The Last House on the Left. If you aren't familiar with it, but you might be familiar with something a bit more current. Except this is not a horror movie. This is a really interesting look at religion and just morality. Um, the next day, Ordinary People, Robert Redford. I believe it won the Best Picture. One of the best therapy movies I've ever seen. Then me and Aaryn watched Here, my fiance, of course, not this Aaryn.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was cute. I fell asleep at a very crucial chunk, um, which I then had to go back and rewatch, but it's still cute. And then I did watch All the Empty Rooms, which is a documentary, a short film that I saw is trending to be a Oscar lock. So I was like, you know what, might as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm halfway through the movie Four Lions, which is going to be my
Nice.
75 or my entry for today, which
Yep.
is pretty good so far.
Nice. Yeah. No, that's good.
Yes.
And what are you drinking?
I got a Diet Pepsi and a Jersey Mike cup.
Nice. All right, so I'll run down my list real quick. So earlier last week I was or this week I guess I was a bit under the weather. Whatever cold has been going around, I definitely caught it. So I have been trying to recover from that. So I was like semi revisiting or watching films that I love, and also trying to get to films that I have not seen before that are like major blind spots. Let's start off with Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah, that's a big blind
Very
spot
good
for you.
movie. Pretty big blind spot. Good, very good movie. Very much enjoyed it. Follow that up, Schindler's List. Another big blind spot. Another Spielberg, released the same year. Excellent movie. Heartbreaking. Crazy film. Then I got a delivery in the mail because I ordered some movies on Amazon. First was Total Recall on 4K.
Nice.
Picked up Total Recall on 4K. Movie looks phenomenal on 4K. Just immaculate. And then this was the day that I was probably feeling the worst, so I like was technically working but not really working because I was just like down for the count. So I took a nap to Star Wars Attack of the Clones episode 2 because it's like I knew exactly what was happening in that movie. I didn't even need to watch it. I just was listening to it. It was like I could imagine it in my head. It was wild. Followed that up with the other delivery, my first movie of the new year, New Year's Day. Starting to feel a little bit better. Threw in my my other delivery that I got on 4K is the Arrow version of Outland, the Sean Connery sci-fi film from 1986, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
A really fun movie, very low stakes sci-fi, but incredible looking movie. You know, great sets, practical, everything was built they used a lot of like miniatures and models, and the space feel was really cool because it's like takes place on like a mining colony on a moon of Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
So it felt really really cool. Next day I hit a blind spot from 2025 that I hadn't checked out yet. That was F1.
Ooh.
That movie rips, and I can't believe it took me this long to watch it. It's like leaping into one of my favorite films of the year. Which might be a bit of a hot take, and maybe it was just like the fog of me being a little sick, but like, dude, I was like, I was in, man. The racing scenes in that movie, just incredible.
Oh yeah, and maybe because you guys did the dad pod, that's such a dad movie too.
Oh, it really was. And then yesterday, Em and I were cleaning. So we put on The Princess and the Frog while we were cleaning, because she loves that movie and I love that movie, and it might be a perfect movie. Um, and the songs in that movie are fantastic. And then finished it off. Criterion, one of the new they have, on the channel, one of the new categories. I forget what it is, but there's a movie called Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice that was in one of the new collections.
Mhm.
This is like the first movie that really shot Elliot Gould onto the map. Also starred Natalie Wood, from 1969, and it is a movie that I can pretty much guarantee could only be made in 1969. It's a very wild movie about a man or a man and woman who go on like one of those like hippie self-discovery journeys over the course of a weekend, and then they come back and they're like super honest about their feelings and stuff like that with each other. And
Mhm.
it's a little out there, like really like a little hippy dippy-ish, but the main plot of the movie is like the guy admits that he had an affair and the wife is okay with it, and then they tell their two friends, and then the wife has an affair, and then the guy convinces his friend, the male friend in that relationship, to have an affair, and then they all end up almost having an orgy where they swap partners, and then they don't, and then the movie ends. And it's really weird, but it was pretty good. It was
It's
pretty
definitely
good.
out
Elliot
there.
Gould, it's so out there. It is so like hippie era 1960s, 1970s that I was like, you can't make this any other decade. No way. But it was good. I have also started my own Criterion challenge, the quote unquote official one. But like technically the first week doesn't start until this upcoming week, because it's like the first couple days aren't really an official week of the year. But I did start Yi Yi, which is the Edward Yang film from 2000. That is my first movie on the list. But enough about that. I am drinking. I am cracking open a Jack's Abbey Craft Lagers Blood Orange Wheat.
Ooh, that was
Oh wow,
crisp.
that one didn't go anywhere. Thank God. And why don't we dive in? Why don't we dive into this?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Well, yes.
Okay.
I did just want to shout out Train Dreams Just One Cinematography.
Oh, sick.
That movie is
We're getting a live
yeah.
pod
So this is
on the
again. This is
Critics'
yeah.
Choice.
I love Train Dreams.
It's a great movie. Good choice for cinematography. Okay, so 26 best films of the 21st century. So I did this. The reason it is 26 films is because I did one movie for each year from 2000 to 2025. So that's 26 total films. My rules were they had to be one entry per year, so I couldn't double up on years. And I could only do one entry per franchise. So if I was doing a franchise, I had to have one film to represent the franchise, basically. I couldn't choose multiple from the same franchise. So before I get into the actual list, I do want to go over some of the movies that were honorable mentions that we can kind of just touch on a little bit. I do have some stats as well on my list here. So in my list, I have 4 Best Picture winners out of 26.
Okay.
I have 4 franchise films. I have 2 animated films. There are 4 directors who appear more than once on the list. And I have 13 5-star rated films by me on Letterboxd. So some honorable mentions here that did not make the list that I guess you can react to a little bit here.
Okay.
Avengers Infinity War did not make my list.
Okay. Probably would have made mine.
And neither did Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Both movies did not make my list. I know that one probably hurts you.
I just know you're not cultured. It's okay.
Okay. By extension, I will say that those represent Marvel movies as a whole. I don't believe any Marvel movie made my list. Which is fine. Gladiator
Okay.
came out in 2000. That did not make my list.
Okay.
Gladiator is an excellent movie. Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix. Incredible film. about revenge. I haven't seen it in quite a while. Ridley Scott directed film. Not the first time we'll see, or not the only time we'll see Joaquin today. We'll just clue you in on that. Might clue you in on some choices here. Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle did not make my list.
Oh, then I'm interested to see what 01. Oh, never mind. I know what 01 is. Never mind.
You might know what 01 is. Very close. I will also say The Wind Rises was not on my list, although it was like a hair from being put onto my list. That was one of the first outs, if you will.
Okay.
And it was very difficult to remove Howl's Moving Castle or Spirited Away because those are excellent Ghiblis, and some of my favorite animated movies of all time.
Okay. Just want to let you know.
Ocean's 11
that
was a hard
that
cut.
Did
not make my list. Did not make my list.
You love that movie.
That came out in a very tough year. A very, very tough year. I know. Let's see.
I just want to let you know why you do that. Sinners won Best Casting.
Nice. Ocean's 11, one of my favorite films of all time. It's on my 25 favorite films of all time. Just my general, like, ongoing list. George Clooney, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt, Elliot Gould. I totally didn't even realize that Elliot Gould was in this movie. Until I was like looking him up yesterday, and I was like, oh yeah, that's Elliot Gould. No shit. Yeah, it was crazy stuff. Big one here that did not make my list. Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith did not make my list of films.
Yeah, that's fine.
From big one for me. I mean, that is
for you,
a formative film for me. Connor's having difficulty with his microphone.
Yeah, here. I'm sorry if that all got caught.
Yeah, it's all right. It'll be fine.
Just gonna hold.
The Departed, not on my list.
Really? That's interesting.
It's a tough one. It's lesser Scorsese, if you will, for me.
While you were reading off your list, I just wrote down. It's not the point of this at all, but I just wrote down my favorite movie of each year, and The Departed was not on my list either.
Okay. Well, maybe we can at the end of this work to combine lists to make our definitive list of the 26 best of the 21st century. Yeah, Departed is tough. Another Matt Damon film, Leo, Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg, set in Boston. Like, it's a fun movie. It's just not my favorite of that year. Ratatouille did not make my list. One of my favorite animated movies of all time. Came out in a very tough year. Mm-hmm. This is two big ones right in a row. No Country for Old Men and There Will Be Blood did not make my list.
That was a hard one because 07 was a big year for movies.
07 was a huge year, and neither of those films made my list. I feel like maybe if I see There Will Be Blood more times, that one might pop into the list.
Mm-hmm.
But it for now is not on my list. The Irishman, another Scorsese vehicle, did not make my list. This is one of my favorite post 2000s Scorsese films, reuniting with De Niro and Al Pacino for the first time, and Joe Pesci and Harvey Keitel. Mob movie, excellent film, not on my list. Inception did not make my list. It's a Christopher Nolan film, one of his higher regarded films. I saw it for the first time last year. It was pretty good, but not on my list.
Wasn't on my list.
Django Unchained. Django Unchained, not on my list. And also The Wolf of Wall Street did not make my list. Again, that was a tough cut, but I figured there were other choices for that year. Big one here, Interstellar, not on my list.
Ooh.
Yep, Interstellar. I'm just not as big on Interstellar. Some people really, really love it. I think it's good, not like one of the greatest films ever made, but that's just me. One of your favorites that I'm not a big fan of, Mad Max Fury Road, not on my list.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm just okay. I'm just lukewarm on it.
Yeah.
Well, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, close, but not on my list. Um, that one was another tough year. That probably could have been on the list, but is not. This one was a late cut. This next one was a late cut that I swapped out. One of the best films that I've seen recently for the first time, The Worst Person in the World, Joachim Trier's film. Amazing movie, just quite not there. That was a coin flip, really, for me. And then I think the one that you're going to be most sad about, Top Gun Maverick, not on my list.
Crazy.
I know that's one of your favorites.
Yeah.
All right. That said, are you ready to get into my list?
Yep. I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. Starting from the year 2000, the first film on my list representing the year 2000 is Almost Famous, Cameron Crowe's excellent film about basically an autobiography about a young boy who gets a job working for Rolling Stone magazine and travels the country with a band called Stillwater. This stars Kate Hudson in one of the most electrifying roles I've ever seen. Some excellent music, kind of combines my love of that era of music with film and journalism. Really cool movie. One of those, like, I wish I could experience that in real life kind of films. Just a formative thing for me. I absolutely adore that movie. So Almost Famous. Have you seen this movie?
Nope.
It's excellent. It should be very high on your watch list. So that is representing 2001 or 2000.
Yeah.
2001, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. This was a tough year for movies. 2001 also saw Spirited Away. It saw the first Harry Potter. It saw Ocean's 11. Some excellent films. But I just rewatched recently Fellowship of the Ring. It is one of the films that I have seen probably the most in my life. Incredible movie. Incredible fantasy film. Formative for me growing up. I mean, I could recite so much of this movie. It's just really good. It's really, really good. So, any thoughts on Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring?
I mean, for you, I get it. I get it. I don't think it's the
Yeah.
right pick, but again, this is your opinion. It's okay to be wrong.
This is my list. It's my list.
Yeah.
You shall not pass. That's the motto.
Mm-hmm.
2002. This is a surprise one. Treasure Planet.
I figured that as well.
Oh wow. Okay.
I know you love Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet is goated. It's one of the most underrated animated films ever. Basically a sci-fi steampunk spin on Treasure Planet, or Treasure Island, where instead of an island, it's a full planet, and the space intergalactic travelers are trying to find it. Really cool movie. Great. It's got a great needle drop of the Google Dolls in it, which is fantastic. It's a really good movie, really great adventure, kind of blends a lot of genres that I really like. And as a child, I watched this movie a lot. Okay, 2003, Lost in Translation.
Okay.
Was my pick. This was Sofia Coppola's film starring Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson. This was one of the most engaging films when I saw it for the first time that I had seen. Just kind of like a lot of wonder, a lot of relatability for me personally. I felt very connected to the main characters kind of trying to figure out what they want to do with their life and how they want to live and who they want to be. Both in a retrospective sense for Bill Murray's character, who's an aging actor, who's in Japan doing ads for Japanese whiskey. And then also Scarlett Johansson's character, who has joined her boyfriend at the time on a business trip. but really has no business being there and isn't really sure what she wants to do with her life. Kind of
Mhm.
set in the backdrop of Japan as two foreigners. Amazing hotel that they're in that I just want to stay in one time in my life. Um, Super cool movie. I could have picked something like Finding Nemo, Pirates of the Caribbean. Um, Old Boy was also this year, but I just, and obviously Lord of the Rings: Return of the King was this year, but was ineligible because I chose Fellowship of the Ring. That's my 2001 pick. Um, so Lost in Translation represents 2003. Have you seen it?
Not yet. It's on my watch list for the 75.
Yeah, you'll really enjoy it, I
Yeah.
think. 2004 is a movie I know you have seen. 2004 is Before Sunset.
Yep, this is on my list too.
Yeah, Before Sunset is part of what I believe is the greatest, or top three greatest trilogies of all time. Julie Delpy, Ethan Hawke, Richard Linklater film about two former lovers who reconnect after having not seen each other for I believe it was 9 years. Um, After spending one night together in Before Sunrise. This movie is shot to be viewed in real time. It's a real time filmed film. Uh, so it's like an hour and 20 minutes, and the whole movie takes place over that hour and 20 minutes, and you feel it. It's one of the most romantic films ever made. That ending is absolutely heartbreaking and also like so interesting at the same time.
Mhm.
Any thoughts on Before Sunset?
No, I love it too. I mean, I think Before Sunrise is my favorite, but do you remember the story behind it?
No, I don't.
So it's all based on an experience he had,
Oh yes, I do. Yep.
and like he was gonna meet up with the woman, but she had passed away in a motorcycle accident
Yeah.
back in, I believe it was 94, but it was
Mm-hmm.
just like beautiful what he was able to turn that experience into.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Um. So that was really good. That's my 2004 pick.
Mhm.
2005 was a tough year. Tough year. Um, I didn't choose Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, because I went with what should have won Best Picture that year, Brokeback Mountain.
Need
Um,
to watch it.
yeah, this is Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger in one of the greatest romance films I've ever seen about two men who develop this relationship while they're herding sheep in the mountains. It's so moving, because it deals with really what is at the time of that the movie takes place a taboo relationship. This is two people who are gay, but they live straight lives. And over the course of their life, they come back in and out of their lives together, and it's just a heartbreaking film that is incredible to watch, and it's well worth your time. So that is my 2005 pick. 2006 was another interesting year. Any guesses for 2006?
Hmm. Are you going Pirates of the Caribbean?
I am not. I am not. I could have gone Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah.
I'm going with Alfonso Cuarón's Children of Men for 2006. This is a really, really cool movie. Um, Set in the near future where women are unable to give birth. Um, and then all of a sudden a woman gives birth, and a man has to, played by Clive Owen, has to transport this woman and her child um, to a sanctuary. It's just so cool. Some of the best action sequences and one takes I've ever seen. Um, just masterful filmmaking. It's really, really good. So I know it's on your list. So you should definitely check it out.
Mhm.
2007 was the big year. 2007 was a really tough year. As There Will Be Blood was 2007. No Country for Old Men was 2007. Um, but for me, my favorite movie of 2007 was David Fincher's Zodiac.
I figured.
Yeah. That it kind of combines a lot of aspects that I love. I love films about journalism. And then it's more of a detective mystery film. Really cool movie. Very dark, but very Fincher in the way he makes it. Just a masterclass in how to put together a mystery thriller that didn't actually have an ending at the time, and really still doesn't. Really cool movie. Again, another Gyllenhaal flick with Mark Ruffalo and Robert Downey Jr. Really cool. I really like it. One of my favorites from him. Have you seen Zodiac?
I have. Yes.
Okay, thoughts on Zodiac.
Um, it's been a while since I've seen it, and it's one of those movies where I remember liking the first half, and then
Mhm.
kind of zoning out during the second half. I
Yep.
think I gotta rewatch it because I need to remember why that is.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I'll figure it out then, but it's a great movie. I
Mhm.
know it's big on like the detective work, and it's something I love.
That's really my bag.
Exactly. Journalism, detective. That's you.
Yeah, you put those together, it's like A plus. I'm in.
Oh yeah.
um. All right. Next on my list, 2008. This is kind of an easy one. It's kind of a layup. This one is The Dark Knight.
Yep.
For 2008. It's one of just absolutely phenomenal film. One of the best superhero movies ever made. Heath Ledger is an amazing villain. Um, Christian Bale, amazing as Batman, and it's again like a kind of a detective movie almost inside of a superhero film, which is really cool. Not quite to the levels of the Batman, but still very fun. Um, Heath Ledger gives one of the greatest performances of any actor of all time in that movie as the Joker.
Hmm.
So, very very happy to put it on there. That was another year where it was kind of like I could have gone a lot of different directions with it. I could have gone Wally. I could have gone Iron Man if I really wanted to because I do like Iron Man, but
Hmm.
I would be kidding myself if I didn't choose The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I will tell you, there was this in Wally, and I lent. I chose Wally just because,
I know you like Wally.
yeah, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. But
Yeah.
I mean, The Dark Knight is just like when you think of a comic book movie, it's kind of held to the standard that all movies have
Hmm.
always tried to live up to
Yep.
for a good reason.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like every time someone creates one, it's one of these comic book movies, it's compared to The Dark Knight.
It's kind of like you're either a Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie or you're a Dark Knight Nolan movie.
Yep. Absolutely. Um so that was for 2008. 2009 was a bit of a tough year for me. There's one pick, the pick that I ended up going with that felt like the obvious pick. I could have gone like District 9. Spoiler alert, Avatar not on my list.
Not on mine
Um
either.
I like Avatar, the first Avatar, but not to the point of it being one of my favorites. Almost went with 500 Days of Summer, because that is one of my favorite rom-coms, or I guess maybe anti-rom-coms ever made. Um, but I ended up going with the more conventional pick of Inglourious Bastards. It's Quentin Tarantino's film starring Brad Pitt. Really good.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I haven't seen a ton of Quentin. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
my favorite of the one I've seen. Um, but yeah, dude, everything about it, it
It's very good.
fires on all cylinders.
The first 20 minutes, that opening scene is just some of the best stuff ever. And then, to bring it back up again with the scene with the Americans
Yes.
disguised as the Germans
Yeah.
is like, talk about tension building. It's just incredible work.
Especially when you know that scene, like without seeing the movie, you know the scene, like you've seen the meme of like him holding up the three.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there, I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, like, how is this going to play out now? And it happens. And I'm
Right.
like,
It's
it,
like,
I'm like,
whoa.
holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I know. I can't
It's
believe that
like,
actually
all
happened.
right, Quentin, I don't like you, but I respect you in this moment.
Nice. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, so now we're moving in to the 2010s, and this is where this list I think gets pretty good. So 2010 is my pick, The Social Network.
Yeah, that's mine too.
The Social Network is just an incredible movie. One of the best. Another Fincher film. Just recently was number 1 on the Big Pictures 25 for 25. I believe it was number 2 on Bill Simmons's. He did on the
Yes.
rewatchables feed. He did the 50 most rewatchable movies
Mhm.
pod.
I'm
I mean,
surprised
this is
his number one wasn't on your list.
yeah, it was Devil Wears Prada, which was close. So I could have put it on, but I think that was the same year as
Oh, 06.
yeah, it was Children of Men year. Children of Men is better. Um, but no, Social Network is incredible. I mean, Jesse Eisenberg, Andrew Garfield, uh, haunting, chilling kind of look at the early days of Facebook. Feels as prescient now as it was then. Um, crazy stuff. What are your thoughts on Social Network?
No, it's pretty much the same. It's just everything about that is so airtight. I
Mm-hmm.
love Andrew Garfield's performance. Um,
A great Sorkin script too.
yes, it is so good. Love the cinematography of it.
Mm.
Very, very like, I don't want to say chilling because it's not like a thriller in that sense, but the ending is such a when he's just like sending the friend request and unsending the friend request
Oh
after
God.
like fucking his friend out of all the shares. Like he
Yep.
still gets the shares, but not nearly as much as he's owed.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like friend requesting an ex
It's
over and over.
it's so sad. It properly
It's
portrays Mark
I
Zuckerberg as
was
just like a
literally
sad
gonna
individual.
I was literally gonna say it just encapsulates him perfectly of
Yeah.
like pathetic, honestly.
Yeah. Desires power in such a heavy way that he just doesn't.
But has no yeah.
He just burns every bridge imaginable to get power and money and wealth.
Yeah.
Um, 2011. Connor, you're gonna love this. It's Moneyball, baby.
Hell yeah, baby.
2011 Moneyball. Brad Pitt once again on the list. I mean, this is an incredible movie about baseball. Fucking love baseball, man.
How could you not be romantic about baseball?
Exactly. The story of the Oakland A's in the Moneyball era. Look, it's not super accurate to exactly how things went down.
No. They might
Leaves
have
out some
flubbed
major
having
players on the A's.
maybe having a Cy Young candidate and an all-star here or there.
But I love the fact that it's because we had Chris Pratt playing first base. That's the reason.
We had Hattenberg.
Scott Hatterberg is the reason. You know, it's so good.
Chad
And
Bradford in the bullpen throwing from the grounds.
yeah.
Just don't pay attention that Barry Zito had like a 2 ERA that year.
Yeah, and Miguel Tejada was one of the best players in the league at that point. And yeah. It's fine. No, this is a great movie about baseball. And you know, if you're a baseball fan, you gotta watch it.
Fun fact, my business teacher in high school, her cousin is the Jonah Hill character, Paul DePodesta.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Who's now the GM of the Rockies.
That's really cool.
Yeah, because at my first day of class with her, I said that was my favorite movie, and she said, "Did you know that my cousin is the Jonah Hill character?" I said, "Well, I'll be damned."
Well, you're now my favorite person alive.
She already was, but she was the best teacher I had. But now it's like, all right, when can I meet him?
That's hilarious. That's so cool. 2012. This was a good one. 2012, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This is Logan Lerman, Emma Watson,
and
and
someone.
someone who shall not be named. Coming of age film, very deep. One of the first films that really hit me like hard in, I was growing up at the right time for this to be coming out. And I think I saw it for the first time, a few years after it came out, because like I was what, 13, 14 maybe when it came out. So I was maybe a little bit young for it, but like by the time I was like 17, 18, and I saw it, I was like, this is everything to me. This is exactly how I feel, and why I feel this way, and how I view my life. And it was like soul crushing but also uplifting at the same time. So I love that movie. I know you've seen it.
It won our best high school movie draft fight night, I guess, when we did that.
Dude, I didn't even remember we did that.
Yeah, I think it was like when we first started doing reviews. We did like for August, September, we just did like the high school coming of age movies. And it
This
won.
is a great movie. Really, really good. 2013. This is another movie that I saw recently that kind of blew me away. This is Her, Spike Jonze's film starring Joaquin Phoenix. About a man who falls in love with an AI. It feels very prescient to today's society.
Maybe a little.
Really good. Scarlett Johansson voices the AI voice. It's such an interesting film because like at one hand it's like a little bit scary how like this could actually happen, but also it looks amazing. It's like a soft sci-fi future where it's like basically today but enhanced just a little bit, which is really cool. Got a lovely aesthetic, and really good performances. I mean, this might be my favorite Joaquin Phoenix performance of all time. As a lonely man who's just trying to find companionship any way he can. Really, really good film. So that's my pick for 2013. 2014. It was a tough year. I had a couple different options here in 2014. Interstellar, of course, did not make my list. Instead, what is on my list is Damien Chazelle's Whiplash. Miles Teller, J.K. Simmons. This is super good. J.K. Simmons' rage performance, Miles Teller dedication, love the music. Again, it's kind of like I've noticed as I was collecting this list, but also in general, like I have a few sweet spots. Movies about journalism, yes. Detective movies, absolutely. Movies about music, no, I'm in. And musicals is like an aside, but also just regular movies about music. I just, it's really good. It's really great. It's hard to say anything else about it. What do you have to say about this?
I mean, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, just look at someone who is so obsessed with being the best at what he's doing. I mean, we literally just had a review on Marty Supreme. Yeah, Teller's great. J.K. Simmons is phenomenal in it. Yeah, it's just again, I'm going to keep harping on endings because it's the first impression and also the lasting impression you get from a movie that really are what will stick with you if you haven't seen a movie in like years. And I mean, the ending of them just going back and forth, it's just it's dynamite.
And some immaculate drum playing in this movie
my God,
too.
yeah.
It's really, really good.
It convinced me that if I just watched a couple YouTube videos, I could replicate it.
You can pick it up. Oh man. All right, 2015. It's probably going to be no surprise to you. This is Best Picture winner Spotlight.
Yep.
This is my Boston movie. This is one of my absolute favorite movies. Again, a movie about journalism, about the Boston Globe team who uncovered the widespread abuse of children by Catholic priests in the early 2000s. Mark Ruffalo, Rachel McAdams, Michael Keaton, Liv Schreiber, really good movie. If you like investigative journalism, if that's something that you've ever been interested in, check out Spotlight. Um, it's just really cool. It's like I love that those kind of movies that are like a peek behind the process, because like you see these headlines. Again, one of my favorite movies of all time is All the President's Men, which is kind of the same deal of like, you see all these headlines and you see these people do this work, but in everyday life you don't see it happening. And
Uh-huh.
this gives us a look into like, oh, this is how they actually do it. Like they can't just like put a couple things together and be like, this, here's a story. You gotta like do the deep dive work. You gotta interview people. You gotta look through all the records. You've got to get confirmation from many, many, many different sources before you can run something, because if you run something that's wrong,
Uh-huh.
it can ruin a reputation. And they just absolutely nailed this movie. It's so, so good. So Spotlight, have you seen Spotlight?
No, I need to. I
Put it
know.
on your list. All right, 2016, we're dipping back into the well for Mr. Chazelle, and that's La La Land,
Yeah,
which might be a bit of a stereotypical pick. But I'll
I
tell you what,
figured.
La La Land fucking rips, man. This movie's so good. Um, musical, another musical about two people trying to find their way in LA. It's a romance.
Mhm.
One of the best shot movies of the 2010s. Some of the best songs. I can watch it anytime. I told a story my mom visited. Actually, it's really funny. Over the years, my parents, after they moved away, they've each individually visited a couple times. My dad, I showed Whiplash to,
Uh-huh.
and then my mom chose to watch La La Land independently of knowing that my dad watched Whiplash. So it's like the Chazelle train runs heavy in my
Yeah.
in my household. But um, no, this is really, really good. Emma Stone is fantastic. Ryan Gosling is superb. It's really just a great movie.
Yeah.
Any thoughts here?
No, it's like you love your musicals and music-based movies. I love my romance movies that do not end on a happy note.
Mm,
Um, the right person, wrong time is one of my favorite tropes in a movie because I feel like
hmm.
it just captures such a unique emotion.
It does.
That stare that they have at again the ending.
The ending is just
It's
brutal.
it's devastating, but it's like so beautiful at the same time. The entire journey that they go on, the music is great, and honestly, it just looks incredible too. I love the choreography.
Hmm.
It's my pick
Um,
for 2016. Yeah.
2016, yeah. 2017 movie we just did a review on, Phantom Thread.
Yeah.
One of the greatest romances I've ever seen. Paul Thomas Anderson, Daniel Day-Lewis, Vicky Krieps, just absolutely operating on a level I have never seen before. Um, I mean, what is there to say about this movie, man? It's just excellent.
I mean, if you want to hear our thoughts, listen to them on our episode of it.
I don't often go and watch a movie and then rewatch it immediately, but I saw this movie for the first time. Um, and then the next day I fired it up again because I was just so blown away by what I had seen. And I think I'm due to revisit it one more time. It's just so good and it moves so well. That scene in the ballroom
Mhm.
on New Year's is just like incredible. And it's like it's a great movie of strong characters, cuz like
Yes.
Daniel Day-Lewis's character is a strong male character in that like he's very for he's very outward. He has a very tall presence, he's a very commanding person
Mhm.
in his presence, in his stature. He's a real force. And then Vicky Krieps comes in and is like, I am matching the energy you have.
Yeah,
And I
you
am
do not
just
get
as
to
strong
boss
as
me
you.
around.
Exactly. And in fact, I'm going to be the one that takes control here, and
Mhm.
you are the one who needs it. And it's like, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
So, so good.
Yeah. Again, listen to our thoughts on it
Mm-hmm.
on the episode we did on it.
Absolutely. 2018, this might be a surprise for you. This is Mission Impossible Fallout.
Nope, that's what I had to.
All right. This is one of the
Well,
best action movies of the 21st century.
It was one of them I had because
Mm-hmm.
there's a very obvious Connor pick.
What's the Connor pick?
We'll get to it when I get my time
Oh,
to
okay.
shine.
Yes, you're gonna do your time to shine. No, Mission Impossible Fallout's really really good. Um, Tom Cruise at the top of his game. I think this is the best Mission Impossible movie, and it's like the fifth one, which is
Mhm.
crazy, or sixth one. I think this is the sixth one,
Sixth, yeah.
and they just absolutely aced it. Henry Cavill plays a great like sidekick turned villain.
Great
Spoiler alert if you haven't
mustache.
seen it. Great mustache. Reloading the arms is just like an insane moment.
Mhm.
Great fights, great stunts. The Halo jump is I can't even believe they did that.
Yeah,
Like it's just nuts.
yeah,
So that was 2018. 2019 was a tough year for a lot of other movies because that's the year that Parasite came out.
yeah.
And that's my pick for 2019. I believe this is really my only international movie. Technically, I guess Children of Men technically isn't like a US film.
Mhm.
I don't think. But Parasite is an excellent movie. Bong Joon-ho's masterpiece about a poor family who basically invades the lives of a wealthy family. Um, it mixes a lot of different genres. It's like noir, it's thriller, it's comedy, it's suspense, it's drama. It's just excellent. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. And one of the rare films, I think was it the first? No, it wasn't the first international feature to win Best Picture. Um, I believe that was The Artist that won. Um, but or I don't know. Did The Artist?
I got you.
I don't even know. Um, but it is one of the best. It's so good.
No, it was Parasite.
Becoming
Was
the
that?
first non-English language film to do so. Yeah, so it was the first non-English film to win Best Picture. Um, excellent movie. What do you feel? How do you feel about Parasite?
It's just one of those movies that you have to experience. It is definitely one of the best movies of this generation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, I'm kind of just at a loss of words for it.
Yeah.
It really is just a movie you have to experience. You have to take it all in for yourself and come away with your own feelings on it because it touches on so many like complex topics and themes and without ever feeling like it's talking down to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of one.
Incredible movie.
Yeah.
Um, 2020, we get into this decade. 2020 was a very tricky year because it was the COVID year. Not a ton came out. A lot of stuff was delayed. But we did get one movie that touched my heart and my soul, if you will. That
Mm.
is Pixar's Soul.
Yep. I have this one
Um,
too.
another music based film. But this is a story about a man, a jazz musician who dies and like tries to get back to his body um through the afterlife and becomes the companion of a soul who has not been born yet. It's quite an interesting film, a lot of great music, a lot of really deep feelings about humanity and why we are who we
Life.
are in life, and a very cool movie. So I loved it a lot. It makes me cry at the end
Mhm.
when he's thinking about all of the experiences in life
Mhm.
and what has brought them. Um, man, it's just so good. It's just so
Yeah.
good.
I love movies that make you just value life.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why like Akiru is my first criterion.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I gotta see what I put as my review, but it was like, oh yeah, I just said it was a top 3 Disney movie, and if you disagree, you could argue with the wall.
Yeah.
Um,
True.
yeah, it's just one of the bests.
Yep. Um, 2021. this was the year that sent that worst person in the world got bumped. Man, this is a tough bump, late bump. I was almost finalizing the list. I almost hit the metaphorical finalize button until I realized that this is the year that Tick Tick Boom came out.
Yeah, I figured.
And I was like, oh man, it's tough too because like I love Worst Person in the World,
Mm-hmm.
and like it blew me away in much of the same way that something like Soul does, where it makes you reevaluate like your purpose and why you are who you are and what your purpose in life is going to be. But I was like trying to think is like, should I put this in? Should I have some variation? And then I kept remembering all of the scenes from Tick Tick Boom that I just loved, all of the musical numbers that I just loved. All of those moments that like again made me feel that same way of like what is our purpose here? And then to have that ending, that real life ending of this man who dedicated his entire life to creating died before his creation could come to Broadway to live his ultimate dream. I mean, it's just heartbreaking, and they present it in a really respectful, really compelling way. And the film is about this the stage in this man's life where he isn't developing Rent for Broadway. Jonathan Larson is just a 30-year-old struggling, basically a waiter at that point, who's trying to become a musical composer. It really makes you think about where you are in your life, and so I love it for that.
Yeah, I think it also handles like the AIDS epidemic really well because that's a big subplot going on too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, music's great. I mean, I remember seeing this when I had COVID for the first time, and this made that time feel a lot better.
2022. It's a bit of a controversial year. Could have picked movies like The Batman. Could have picked Top Gun Maverick, which I didn't. I almost did, but I didn't. I went with Best Picture winner Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was a tough choice. It's a tough choice. But I think again on the themes of like discovering kind of who you are and what your life is about, and then that sort of reflection of have I done everything right? Have I lived my life in the correct way? Is a very tough thing to, I'm 27 years old and I get that feeling sometimes. And I know I have triple my life to go, essentially. Fingers crossed. But I still find myself in that phase of like, okay, well, am I really at the point in my life where I am where I want to be? And is that okay? That's a very tough philosophical debate. And then on top of that, it's a very cool sci-fi movie, quite goofy, very cool premise, great acting. Michelle Yeoh, phenomenal. Stephanie Sue, phenomenal. Ki Wei Kwan, just a mind-blowing performance. And the Daniels directing is just really, really good. So that's why I had to choose that. 2023. No surprise here. This is Oppenheimer.
I'm surprised it didn't go holdovers.
I almost did, but I felt a little, I don't know, felt a little weird about making a Christmas movie as part of this list.
I mean, I'll tell you, I didn't pick Oppenheimer for mine.
Oppenheimer's just really, it's a 3-hour epic about the man who invented the atomic bomb, written and directed by Christopher Nolan. Starring Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr.,
phenomenal
Emily
cast.
Blunt, incredible cast, incredible performances. I mean, it's literally 3 hours long, and it goes by in a breeze. And it made almost $1 billion. And it's a movie about a man. It's literally just like a biopic.
Sorry, not to cut you off. We got some acting critics choice awards coming through. We got Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein and Amy Magadan for Weapons.
Wow, that's huge.
That's awesome. Let's go horror movies.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, well, back to Oppenheimer. This movie. This is speaking of awards. This is a movie that's
talking about dropping a bomb on you.
Yeah. This movie swept all the awards.
Yeah.
It's really good. Worth the rewatch for sure.
Yeah, it's
20
funny with that one. I gave it to my dad on 4K without realizing he does not have a 4K player,
That's so funny.
and I have. I mean, if he wants to, he can get a 4K player. If not, I'm taking it back.
I would just honestly, I would just buy a Blu-ray and just swapsies. Just be like,
Oh,
here you go. I'm taking this version.
you, yeah, like fair trade.
Yeah. Here's one that you can actually watch, and I'll go catch the 4K at my nice
On
home
my
setup.
nice 65-inch 4K TV. Yeah,
Mm.
I got him a Blu-ray player for Christmas. He'll be happy with it.
Yeah, exactly. 2024, another no surprise here, Dune Part 2.
Yep.
This is my favorite movie of 2024. I almost said of last year, but it's now 2 years removed. I mean, incredible sci-fi, Timothée Chalamet led, directed by Denis Villeneuve. One of the best sci-fi movies ever made, one of the best sci-fi sequels ever made. Really cool stuff, really cool tragic hero's journey. It's just, it takes everything that the first Dune does well and just brings it up a notch. Looks incredible. It's just one of the best films I have seen in quite some time. And being a sci-fi fan, it's really, really good. Any thoughts on Dune 2? I mean, we did cover it quite extensively last year.
Yeah,
but
2 years ago.
2 years. Shit, I did it.
No, Dune 2 rocks.
Yeah,
It's awesome. I can't wait for Dune 3. Except I don't like that they're not calling it Dune Messiah. I wish they're calling it Dune Part 3.
That's
sucks.
interesting. It's interesting. And finally, to finish out my list, 2025, my favorite film of this past year is Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. We did a pod on it. It's a duo pod. It is one of the coolest movies of this year. Almost, I could have won Sinners. I couldn't win a long shot sentimental value. The real swing would have been F1, but Dune Part 2, One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
Incredible movie. Great performances all around. Great thematic feelings about what's going on in the state of the world. And has like one of the most incredible middle hours I've ever seen. The entire section from when they cut to however many years later, all the way through the escape from Bacton Cross is like maybe my favorite part of a movie of the last 25 years. I will put this movie on just to watch that section.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I mean the rest of the movie is phenomenal too.
Exactly.
If you just want to watch the first 30 or the last, I don't know, hour, incredible.
All right, well that's my list. Connor, why don't you just run down real quick your
we don't care about my opinions.
list.
Yeah. No, okay. So starting with the 2000 pick, I haven't seen a ton, so I'm just going American Psycho.
Okay.
Great slasher, great Christian Bale performance.
01,
I am taking Spirited Away.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's great. 02, I hadn't seen a ton, so I will be taking Lord of the Rings, Two Towers.
You know what? I will say that's a respectable pick.
It is. I mean, I watched it last year, 2 years ago now. They were good. They were good. They're 4.5 movies for me. 03, I'm going Old Boy. That movie is insane. Park Chan-wook, perfect. Cinematography's great. Editing's phenomenal. Story is batshit crazy. Obviously, not one you want to watch with people. Probably want to keep that one to yourself. 04, we talked about Before Sunset. 05, going kind of off the board here. I'm going with The Descent.
Interesting. Okay.
That is such a good horror movie that it's so scary before the monsters even show up. And we talked about it when we did our horror movie draft. 06. This one, again, a little off the board. going Little Miss Sunshine.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is one of my Aaron's favorite movies of all time. She showed it to me and I loved it. It's so sweet and tender. Um,
Great Paul Dano.
exactly. We stand with Paul Dano here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a tender movie. Where are we? Oh seven.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was tough between There Will Be Blood and No Country for Old Men. So I went neither. And I picked my favorite comedy of all time with Superbad.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
It's like the Hall of Fame or like MVP when you got two strong contenders like stealing votes from each other and you just get that plucky underdog who just sneaks in.
Mm-hmm.
That's Superbad. Oh wait, I'd say it's Wally. Top 25 movie all time for me.
Great movie.
Oh 09. Doubling it up on Pixar because we went up.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Again, it's like one of those movies that it's a staple.
And it's interesting too because like you look at a lot of these picks too, and like I could have gone Wally, I could have gone Up because we were growing up, no pun intended. But we were growing up at the time that these movies came out, and they were big deals for us. It's not like we were like, 25 when Up came out, and it was like, okay, this is a good Pixar movie, but it's not like,
it's good for what it is, but like we were able to acknowledge like this is a good movie then, and like looking back, we can acknowledge it's a good movie now.
When you're 10 years old, when Up comes out, you're like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you watch it again, you're like, nope, holds up.
Yeah, right.
2010, we talked about it. Social Network, excellent. 2011, we had talked about it again. Moneyball.
I was gonna say, if you zag here, I will be.
We're going with Kung Fu Panda 2. No, I'm kidding. 2012, I'm zagging.
Now we're zagging.
Now we're zagging. One of my favorite horror movies of all time, Sinister. Again, one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. You can hear more thoughts about it during our horror movie draft. 2013, I'm going with one of my favorite rom-coms of all time, About Time. Makes sense.
What's it about?
About Time.
What's it about?
It's about
it's about time.
It's about time. It's about a guy who can manipulate time. If he just gets in the closet. It's phenomenal.
Before Midnight also came out this year, and that movie's just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I don't like it as much as the others, though.
You know what did come out this year as well that I cannot stand is Gravity. One of the worst movies
I was
going to
say Gravity was up there too. Same with Frozen, but I mean, at this point, I was a bit too old for Frozen to really mesh. All right, 2014. Obviously, there's Whiplash. There's also Paddington. So that's super tough. Since you went Whiplash, I'm going to give the nod to Paddington.
Okay.
So then 2015, this was tough because we had Mad Max Fury Road, but we also had Creed. Creed, I think, is one of the most perfect sports movies of all time. Mad Max might be one of the best action movies of all time.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
Not for me. Creed's definitely better.
Yeah. I'll just go Mad Max Fury Road on this one. La La Land we talked about for 2016, and 2017 we talked about Phantom Thread. But I also
Call Me by Your Name and Lady Bird were other tough choices to make for this year.
For 2017, there was also Get Out,
Florida Project,
Paddington 2, First Reformed. I don't know if you just said that. I wasn't really paying attention to what you said.
No, I said Florida Project.
First Reformed and Lego Batman movie were also under consideration.
How about the greatest movie of all time, Boss Baby?
It's up there. Same with Captain Underpants. 2018. You said Fallout. It's Into the Spider-Verse. It's gotta be
I
Into the
figured you'd be
Spider-Verse.
going with that.
Yep. 2019, we already talked about Parasite, it's chalk, but shout out to Sound of Metal. My
Knives
second
Out as
criterion.
well.
Yeah. And A Lighthouse.
Uncut Gems. Portrait of
Never
a Lady
seen
on
it.
Fire too.
Portrait of a Lady is very good. I do love
Marriage
that
Story.
movie.
Booksmart, one of my favorite comedies, coming of age comedies.
Yeah, this would have been great to talk during your time.
Yeah, true.
I'm kidding. 2020, we talked about Soul already, so that was my pick. 2020 is one of those years where I just did not watch a ton of movies, but Dinner in America is probably the next movie I want to shout out. 21, I am taking Worst Person in the World because I do think that hit, again, all the emotions I want to feel.
Yeah.
22, it's Top Gun Maverick. I watched that movie like 40 times.
Yeah, dude. This you've told the story a few times of you working out to this movie and watching the first hour of it or whatever.
Okay, you make it sound like I just stop after that. No, I walked on the treadmill for an hour. Or no, it'd be a 45 minutes to an hour. It's always like the beach, the dogfight football scene. And then I hop off the treadmill and I just watch the rest like on my couch.
See, I would literally be the kind of person where I would just watch it up to that point and be like, all right, we're done.
Yeah. Okay. But then Iceman dies right after.
Yeah. True.
Or right before, sorry. Let's see. 23. I did not go Oppenheimer. I went Past Lives. Again. Give me a romance movie where they don't end up together, right person, wrong time. Especially a movie that literally spells it out to you, that theory.
Mm-hmm.
I eat that shit up. 24. Dune 2.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Phenomenal.
25. I'm zagging.
Oh, it's F1.
Train Dreams.
Train Dreams. Oh,
I fucking love Train Dreams, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
It's so tender. It's so soft. I love it. I love, you know what I love? I love a good biopic about just a random guy.
Yeah. And this is, it's just a dude, and it's just a dude living. Joel Edgerton is one of my favorite actors. He gives a phenomenal performance in this movie, and a lot of the performance is just in emotion and how he's looking at things and
how he experiences like the terrible things happening around him, whether that's a tragedy that involves his family or like things happening at work as a logger.
Incredible performance, great cinematography too.
Yeah, just won Critics' Choice Award for cinematography.
Everything was naturally lit. They didn't use any actual like lighting devices that weren't like there at the time. So like all the scenes in the forest were lit naturally with the sunlight, and so it adds a really interesting aesthetic to it. It's a really good movie. I really pray that they release it on physical because I would love to own that on 4K.
I need it.
Lovely. Well, that is fantastic. And that I don't know. Do you want to like I think we should save the group list, the official Filmbox list for another episode.
Yeah, this could be another 2-part project we do. And then we could actually try to rank them.
Yeah, right. We could
we could steal the big pictures bit.
25-1. If we do that, I think we should like pull off the year limits and actually create what we believe are the maybe what is it, the 25 or 26 best movies of the last decade.
Yeah.
Or the last decade, the last 25 years, of the century. What am I saying?
We don't have to steal their bit flow for flow, bar for bar.
Yeah. Well, this has been a great century of movies. It was a great year of movies in 2025. Looking back at it, we had a lot of great stuff come out. There's still some things that are trickling out that we're premiering right towards the end that I'm excited to see. And we're going to have a lot more conversations about the movies that came out in 2025 because we've got our awards coming up. We've got some Oscars discussions. We're going to be talking about the Golden Globes. So stay tuned for all of that. Connor and I also have a very interesting project that we're in the works on. for 2026 that we will be unveiling hopefully soon. It's going to
Oh
be a
yeah.
lot of fun. But that is going to do it for this episode of the Filmbox podcast. So if you like what you listen to, leave a rating, subscribe, and follow us on your favorite podcast platform. It helps us out, lets us know we're doing a good job, and lets us know that you enjoy what we're doing. That's the big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow us on socials; those will be linked in the show notes below. You can follow our Letterboxd accounts. You can stay up to date on what we're watching when we're watching it. And you can go to our website, firstpicturehouse.com, if you want to do that. We've got some great content that we've written over the years on there. So why don't you check that out too? And that's going to do it for this episode of the Filmbox podcast. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.